My family kicked me out over a lie. 3 years later, they begged for my forgiveness. You're the only one who was home, Elliot. Where's my engagement ring? My sister's voice cut through the house like a blade. I stood at the bottom of the stairs, controller still in hand, trying to understand why she was looking at me like I'd committed murder. What? Gemma? I don't know. Don't lie to me. She pointed at the empty kitchen counter. I left it right there. You were the only other person here. I haven't even been downstairs. I've been in my room. You've always been jealous of me, haven't you? Her eyes narrowed. She'd already decided, already convicted me. Jealous that I made something of myself while you're still bagging groceries and playing video games. That's insane. I would never. She pulled out her phone. I'm calling Mom and Dad. When our parents arrived 20 minutes later, there was no conversation, no benefit of the doubt. How could you do this? Mom's voice cracked. That ring has been in Tom's family for generations. I didn't touch it. I've been upstairs. Then where is it? Dad used his teacher voice. The tone for students caught cheating. Final. Absolute. They tore through my room like investigators. Ripped drawers, dumped my backpack, threw books from shelves. When Mom found the envelope in my desk, $300 in cash, Gemma pounced. There, that's from selling it. No, that's my savings. I've been putting aside money for community college. Stop lying. Gemma's voice went shrill. Just admit it. But I couldn't admit to something I hadn't done. Dad held up the money like courtroom evidence. Return the ring by tomorrow, or we're calling the police. The next week was psychological warfare. They watched every move, whispered when I entered rooms, stopped conversations when I appeared. Meals became interrogations. The house I grew up in became a prison where I was guilty with no way to prove innocence. I called old friends. Most had left town. The ones who stayed didn't want family drama. Only Ryan believed me. This is insane, man. They're your family. But family had already made their choice. On day 8, my father delivered the sentence. Pack your things. You have 2 days to leave. Dad, please. I didn't do this. Then you're lying to us. His voice was flat, empty. Either way, we can't have you here. Mom wouldn't look at me. A thief or a liar. Either way, you're not our son anymore. I stuffed my life into a backpack and duffel bag. As I walked down the driveway, Gemma watched from her bedroom window. For 1 second, something flickered across her face. Doubt, maybe guilt. Then she turned away. 3 years. 3 years of warehouse shifts and Ryan's couch. 3 years of ramen and rebuilding. 3 years of proving I could survive alone. Then my father's email. We need to talk. It's about the ring. When I called, his voice was barely audible. The plumber found it in the garbage disposal. Gemma knocked it in while doing dishes. It got stuck in the mechanism 3 years ago. Silence stretched between us. You were telling the truth the whole time. I met them at a coffee shop 2 towns over. When they walked in, they looked smaller. Mom's hair had gone gray. Dad's shoulders sagged. Gemma couldn't lift her eyes. The apologies came in a desperate flood. We're sorry. We failed you. Terrible mistake. Please forgive us. Come home. I let them finish. Let every word hang. You threw me away over an assumption. My voice was cold, steady. Didn't ask questions. Didn't pause. Didn't give me 1 second of benefit of the doubt. We were wrong. Mom reached for my hand. I pulled back. Wrong doesn't cover it. You chose to believe the worst of me. You chose a missing ring over your son. I looked at each of them. I spent 3 years surviving just to prove you wrong. I stood, chair scraping tile. Gemma's voice cracked. Please, Elliot, we want to make this right. Make it right. I turned back, and something in my chest finally settled. You can't. You taught me the most important lesson. Family isn't who you're related to. It's who stands by you when it costs them something. I walked toward the door, then paused. You'll have to live with what you did to me. I don't. I left them sitting in their shame, finally understanding what they'd destroyed. 3 years too late for apologies.